It is another beautiful day. Welcome to another edition of Insightful Moments. Today I shall be looking into the increments in electricity tariff and fuel pump price, and also the reactions that have continued to trail this. On September 3rd, that was on 2nd, on Wednesday, the federal government made the announcement, and then the announcement was made, like some hours for after each other. And there has been reaction from different organizations since then. But, after that, we went on the street and we had people's opinion. And this is one of what people are saying. Let's listen to that.
We are just coming out from lockdown, COVID-19 lockdown. And immediately we had a lot of things that this has been increased. DSTV, GoTV, TV subscription has been increased. Petroleum has been increased. Electricity tariff increased. Are they, in fact, to be in this country, it's a crime. And we don't know where we can run to now. Everything just seems increasing. Let me just bust your mind. School are resuming this month towards ending. Let me tell you, school fees also will be increased.
To be sincere, all I can say is that federal government is not interested in the welfare of the people. And at the same time, I can see it as if they are making life more difficult for the people in Nigeria.
On that same day, we also met with the Regional Communication Officer of Ibadan Electricity Distribution Company, Osun Region, Ms. Kikelomo Oweye. She gave us a lot of explanation, but let's listen to an extract from what she said.
It's a review, tariff review. It is called the Service Reflective Tariff. Service Reflective Tariff. Why it's called the Service Reflective Tariff is that our customers now tend to pay for what they get. So right now, we now have 5 class band. That is the tariff rate right now. So from that class band, we have A, B, C, D. So of all those class band, it now depends on where you fall into. What is used to classify them is the hourly availability.
After that, on Friday, the civil society organizations in Osun, there is a coalition of all of them. They staged a very big protest, a very massive one, that led to destruction of vehicular movements and even woman movements at a popular Olaya junction in Osogbo. Inside Media was also there. Let's listen to what the leaders of that protest were saying. Let's listen to it.
We are here today to tell them that we own the land. It is not the property of Buhari. It is the mass of our people that elected them, and they were elected based on certain promises which they have failed to fulfill. Now we are here today to protest and give them 5 days ultimatum, 5 days notice to rescind this decision or face the wrath of the people.
Now, where are we? What would be expected as Nigerians from the labor leader, the TUC, and the civil society organization? The agitation, the struggle, the protest is yielding. This is what we are going to be discussing today, and our guest shall be Comrade Waheed Saka. He is one of the leaders of the protest that was held in Osun on Friday, September 4th. Let's listen to him. We shall be discussing with him and what should we be expecting in coming days? As we have been hearing that there's going to be a massive protest on October 1st when Nigeria will be celebrating 60th of our independence. This is Insightful Moment. I am Jare Tiamiyu. Stay tuned. I'll be right back.
In 2018, the good people of Osun State massively voted for Governor Adegboyega Oyetola. The mission was to bring in the Ileroluwa to their lives. Month after month, the governor has continued to change the narratives and redefining governance, putting people's need as topmost priorities.
As a government, our policies and programs are driven by citizens' needs.
Topmost on its agenda are prompt payment of workers' salaries without leaving the senior citizens who earn pensions behind. Osun has witnessed massive infrastructural development as several roads, bridges, government buildings are wearing new looks, healthcare revitalization during the era of Gboyega Oyetola.
My commission is to the glory of God and for the betterment of mankind. God bless you.
Now you can see that Ilerolu Atin Shell Oshun. Gboyega is working, Oshun is progressing.
Yeah, I come back from that very short break. As I said earlier, my guest today is going to be Comrade Waheed Saka. Comrade Waheed Saka will be telling us what has been the latest on the struggle to ensure that the federal government reduce the hike on electricity tariff and the fuel pump price. Comrade, you are welcome to the show.
It's good to have me, sir.
Sir, sometime on the September 5, you and some other people in Osun State staged a protest in the state, and then you gave the federal government 5-day ultimatum. What is the latest? The 5-day ultimatum has elapsed for about more than a week now. Where are we?
We have gone back to the street. Okay. We have gone back to re-strategize and remobilize our people, and this has to do with friend of Joint Action Front that championed in recent memory the struggle for better Nigeria. However, I must say this for the sake of history. We are a nation of exploiters. From the president and the Federal Executive Council who want to exploit the citizen, and from citizens who want to exploit each other. And that is a bane of a genuine struggle for freedom. A lot of our people believe that government hiking whatever, they have the right to do it. And that is the unfortunate part. However, they also want to put more burden on everybody that pass through their own business too. And that is the bane of what we are having today. Government hike electricity tariff kilowatts and fuel. Those two important things that is driving the economy of this nation. And now, let me bring it to our own level. A bread manufacturer will now put the same burden on the citizen. We will not want to go and fight and challenge the authority. Why are you doing this?
Don't you think that people like that, they have seen it as a ripple effect of the hike in these two commodities?
Because they have they shift that body to another person. When we're supposed to collectively challenge the government that you cannot continue this way. Like I told you, Nigerian leadership, I mean leadership now, I'm not saying political party, I mean leadership, whatever political party, they will not stop putting more burden on the Nigerian citizen. Whether it's Jonathan, whether it's Barry, whether it's nobody who knows who will see him again, they will continue to put more burden. Because the leadership, the elite themselves, they know that they can do better. But they don't want to fight within the elite. And they now put the burden to some other people. So, at the end of the day, I want to believe that the civil society movement are banking on the labor movement to call for a general strike across the country. And by that, our media engagement will continue, our street engagement will continue, and we can actually force the hand of government. But the unfortunate may still happen. Because when you are looking for labor to carry the citizen, they have a fundamental position to only carry their members. And at the end of the day, we may not actually achieve what we want to force the hand of government on. Because we are speaking today on hiking price of, pump price of petroleum and electricity tariff. But by then, the Labour will be speaking the third phase of that body, which is minimum wage. And are we all on government payroll? This is where we have diversity.
Sir, let's now look into it from this perspective. Some people are of the opinion that the protesters are being sponsored by the opposition, as it was in the year 2012. Are you being sponsored by opposition?
Before or now?
Now, to fight the government from when this issue of a price hike started, from September 3rd till now. Are you being sponsored by opposition?
No. Let me even correct the notion. In 2012, I was living in Abuja, and I was when Jonathan announced that I was somewhere in Nasarawa State, called the area Maraba, a very close place to Abuja. Yes. We were unable to get transport from that place to Abuja back to Pape, where I lived then, and we trekked from Maraba to Abuja that night, and that night we slept at Eagle Square. That was the night the struggle started. And when I listen to people today, I won't deny the involvement of some political elite in that struggle that cut across all political parties. They aggrieve and do whatever. But the bottom line is that they came to join our struggle. Just like we are doing now. This is a citizen engagement protest. I will not even deny Atiku if he chooses to join. So if anybody is now saying Atiku is sponsoring who is sponsoring who? Because this is a collective thing. Even Atiku don't have immunity against IK tariff. No PDP have such, and no APC will go to distribution company and say, because I'm a member of APC, you should sell it for me at 22 naira per kilowatt and not at 60 something naira. So these are critical points that our people should note. And this is even a point of blackmail, consistent blackmail against genuine agitator, genuine freedom fighter. It's unfortunate that we are doing that part. Ours, we have done our part. And I'm bold to say that I put my money where my mouth is on this struggle. And I'll continue to do my part. But we are appealing to all stakeholders, labor, movement, TUC, NLC, to actually stand and be counted in this struggle for better Nigeria.
Sir, we'll go on a very short break now. When we are back, we'll discuss the issue of what do you think will be the solution to this matter? And then with the way things are going, do you think the federal government will reverse this hike? Because it's almost 3 weeks now that we have been battling this matter. When we come back, we'll discuss all this. So stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Marie-Lomi Kwidan, Chief Press Secretary to Governor Adigboyega Oyetola of the state of Osun. Keep watching Inside Media.
Yeah, welcome back from that very short break. My guest once more is Comrade Waheed Saka. Comrade Waheed Saka is a co-convener of civil society coalitions in Osun State. Thank you for being with us, sir.
Thank you very much.
Sir, let's now continue the discussion. Let me come from the citizens, the masses now. Some people are saying that in the year 2012, when it was increased to 145, Nigerians stormed the street. Not only the civil society I'm talking about now, not only the opposition party, or everybody agreed. The transport workers, the NURTW, the road, the Comrade, the Okada riders, the students, everybody supported the movement. Even the market women, those aged people, they supported the movement. But this year, we've seen that kind of apathy from them. Don't you think? What can you say about that? What can you say about that?
The apathy is two-way. Majority of our people have resolved to faith. And that is the only thing that push some of us to continue to fight, to continue to agitate, to continue to engage the government, is because we have hope hope that this country can actually thrive, that this country can be better. Some people see and act as if this country is beyond repair. Once you see your nation as beyond repair, it's as if as you see yourself beyond redemption. And by that, what will happen next? Suicide. Nigeria is on a suicide mission.
But sir, are we saying
because
that,
if you continue to celebrate poverty, you continue to allow your people to live below poverty index, at the end of the day, it will not be some of us that are speaking English. It will not be some of us that are engaging you people. It will not even be a revolution. It will be a war. When the people are pushed to the wall, they usually fight back. At the end of the day, let me give you an instance. Just recently, the police are having issue with in Osun now because SARS has become a rogue department. And when the crisis happened just 3 days ago, what happened? It is not about English, it's about violence. And that is why we are telling the government that let us engage you people. At the end of the day, violence is the force of unheard. When you refuse to hear us out, those people that they don't need to say it, they will say it with violence. And at the end of the day, we will not be able to actually have a nation that we can be proud of. We are at a critical junction that every life of our citizens should matter to the power that be, to the elite. As a matter of fact, do you expect any opposition leader in Nigeria today to actually sponsor our protest? When some of the opposition are the owner of substation of electricity in Nigeria, can you sponsor a protest against your interest? These are critical issues. So they sold this thing to themselves when they know they don't have capacity. They continue, instead for our government to actually, for close to 6 years now, Buhari government are hiding behind the so-called useless document that Jonathan government signed. Jonathan government actually sold Nigeria to the investors, the so-called investors. Because I don't know where you will be an investor and I'll still give you money to run your company. That is what our government are doing. And they said if they don't continue to give them that money, they will have to pay money that the country cannot even be able to pay. So Nigeria will go bankrupt because some of the citizens are bent on to make the country to wretchedness. So, my brother, what we are facing today is a fight between the elite and the citizen. Okay. And no elite will sponsor a protest against their interest.
Now, let's now look into it from this perspective. The federal government is saying that they want to deregulate the market of crude oil, so that we'll be buying it at the same rate that is being sold at the international market. And they believe that they will be using the money for something else, for infrastructural development, and other aspects of our lives. From that perspective, don't you think that Nigerians will embrace that, and then we give the federal government that out of doubt, that let's see what they are going to use the money for?
See, successive government in Nigeria has become an institution of lies. They talk about regulation, they talk about commercialization, they talk about privatization, when they know those slangs, I call it slangs, suit their purposes. But the reality is this: when Buhari came into government, Buhari promised refinery. If you truly have a refinery, whatever, modular, whatever, small refinery across the country, are we to add landing cost on it? When the the Minister for Finance was even defending Dangote, that Dangote will sell at international price rates when the Dangote refinery starts. See, I asked myself, will it also have landing costs from abroad? If not, there is no way you can refine here and sell at the same rate as the one you bought at international market. It's not market sensible. People will ask questions. But today we are adding landing costs, shipping, and a lot of
shipping out
and back to our cost here. But there is no way that will happen in Nigeria. That's why I said Buhari failed Nigeria. Buhari promised more refinery, not what he's doing.
What is the way forward? Do you think the federal government is going to reduce this or reverse all these hikes? And moving forward, don't you think there will be another hike before the year runs out?
Buhari should answer that last one.
Okay,
but I know
this one,
that if the people of this nation come together to pursue this current struggle, we have no alternative than to win. It's just one way. Once the labor, the civil society, and the people of this country say no to something, there is no precedent. Not even Buhari, not even our past president, not even another, I don't want to use that word, another president that we will not even know is coming with their own burden of wickedness on our people.
That was the reaction from Comrade Waheed Saka. He was able to tell us what the civil society have been doing and then what they are expecting. He also commented on the apathy from Nigerians. He said Nigerians are not motivated, and he spoke a lot of things, and I'm very sure that we will continue to monitor what is happening and the reversal, if it is actually possible. Because with what he said, it is a faint hope. If Nigerians still believing, or they are still holding that President Muhammadu Buhari or even all the concerned authorities will reverse all the hikes on the two commodities, the electricity and the fuel pump price. That is how far we can go on today's show. Thank you for being part of it. Special appreciation to all members of Insight Multilinks Media. That is, we have, let me say this, we have 3 departments. We have our online website that is actually attracting a lot of accessible traffic, and also our magazine department, and this is online TV. Thank you to all of you that are working with us. Thank you, and God bless you. Please, before I go, I want you to subscribe to our page, please, and like our Facebook page, Insight Multilinks Media. Our YouTube channel is Insight Links TV. I come again, Insight Links TV. While our Instagram and Twitter are Insight Links TV also. Please ensure you subscribe, ensure you follow us, and also you like our Facebook page. Thank you for being part of this show for today. I am Jare Tiamiyu.